Alright everybody, welcome back to the stream. This is Crim the Streamer. We're going to do this Crimefighters deck. It is a green-blue with just a tiny bit of white splash. I'm not sure this is going to work. It's kind of a weird crime deck because we're trying to make Duelist of the Mind do its thing. And we're just trying to draw lots of cards. We're trying to make them recast some of their stuff. Just trying to tempo them out, basically. That's the plan. We do have two fight spells. We do have one protection spell. I'm interested in seeing this. This to me is the kind of deck where Peerless Ropemaster might actually shine in some respect. It usually does not, but getting to get a benefit off of crimes in the form of Nimble Brigand or Duelist of the Mind is a thing that could make it happen. I do also have this weird Ancient Cornucopia. I didn't really get multicolored stuff to really make it pop, but I'm thinking it's actually going to be a pretty good card here. One thing I don't think I should have is probably Fibblethip. It's a slow card. It usually doesn't do much, but Fibblethip's my boy. Gotta. When I'm in the colors, I gotta have him in there. Gotta have him doing the thing. He's one of my favorite characters in Magic. He just always seems to be underfoot and having a bad day. But, still getting through it somehow. I'm kind of interested here. I'm kind of hoping to play against some green to see if some of the things we've got here are, I think, meant to really do well against green. So we'll see. Nice thing about Dance of the Tumbleweeds here is it is going to ramp us, and I think we do want to ramp here, because that you do get to put it right on the battlefield. But you gotta cast it for 3. I was looking at it, think that it's 2, like what is that, Fertile, whatever. The old version of this card, the original version. But it's not. Okay, what do we do here? I think we plot Dust Annals. Yeah, we set that up. We're just looking to put him on the board as soon as we get to 5 lands. And we can always go earlier if we need to. Like if we're in panic mode for any reason, we just do it early. This is a fine time to cast an Oasis Gardener. Nice thing here is what we're trying to do, I guess, maybe early, is to try and power out this Dance of Tumbleweeds for 6. Because then we get a creature and we get us to our 6 lands. To our 5 lands, rather, because the Oasis Gardener is doing one of the taps for us. That hurts. The Ornery Tumblewag is just a fantastic mount. Like, it's crazy. If it weren't for the first strike, I would gladly step in front of that. It's not happening here, though. So what we got here is we got a plot of a Loan Shark. Don't like it because it means we're just guaranteed to take some more damage. But we need to get to that sweet spot where we can cast our dance and get a big tumbleweed monster. That'll stop this aggression. Ooh, he's gonna get to punch me for a god-awful amount. Damage. Yeesh. Whoa. Oh, maintenance time? Oh, man. Not paying attention to life over here. Alright, so, best way to do things. We're in a bad spot. We're in a tight spot. So we're gonna forego getting an elemental. Maybe we should get the elemental. What if we put this Tumblewag on the bottom? I think we need to get an elemental. No, I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna go for the land. We'll go ahead and make it a desert because we're not going to be able to do anything with that mana anyway. And then now we have our 5. Oh, it's got to be untapped lands. That's okay. Get our Lone Shark, draw a card. We get another land. This is nice because now we have a Jailbreak Scheme. And I think we need to go ahead and hit it. We need to go ahead and get that Tumblewig somewhere else. We're going to take some more damage and we really can't afford it. But if we can get this Animus out and have him not have an answer for it, which is highly unlikely, that's the only way we survive. Oh, I still think we don't survive. Because just getting to put it on top wasn't enough. Because we have to block here. And I think Gem kills us next turn. Well, no, we'll have a definite on the table, but he's got to have an answer. You know, that's the one problem with plotting this guy is that you do telegraph that that's what you're going to do. So they can, you know, they can hold on to a means to deal with it. So what I'm looking for here is repulse, maybe. Okay. Well, we can go ahead and make a second Lone Shark. But I think all he's got to do is have an answer. Well, yeah, there we go. Yeah, good game. Nothing wrong with that. Our deck did function the way it should. And I think we played the right way. It's just Orrery Tumblewig with that particular mount is a problem. One of our fight spells would have done the trick. Repulse would have been amazing there. I don't think actually Hindering Light would have done anything for us, so I'm glad that I made that cut. I don't recall him doing anything that Hindering Light would have stopped. It's just too risky with this deck. Like, the problem I think with Hindering Light, the biggest problem, is that you need to be tapping your mana every turn. You can't just sit around. Like, there might be a deck out there that gets to kind of wait and pass with mana up, but for the most part, you need to be doing things. Like, or you need to have lots of cards, I think, that have flash and can do things. If you don't get to cast a counter. Oh no, are we just going to be facing people with turn 2 Trained Errances? Because that's going to make it very hard. Is this the same guy that I just played? I don't think so, but that would be funny. Vengeful Townsfolk is a card that quality, it's proven to me that it's good. Like, this is the card that's better than that card sort of makes Sheriff of Safe Passage worthless, in my opinion. Nice job. No. So we need to get mana on the table. So we're going to go ahead and go for our desert. Actually, we need white. This is just a terrible draw for us, too. Like, nothing was going to happen in this game. So we can go ahead and bounce the Townsfolk, which is nice, but that outlaws Merriment getting to do its thing. That's a really solid card, too. Like, this particular block, I'd say it's better than it would be normally, just because, again, enchantment's very hard to deal with. It's very funny because it's in colors that don't really work some of the time. Yeah, this is not good. So one of the things we can do is we can go ahead and banish one of those tokens. I think that's the way to go. Not looking good here. At 5 life, I mean, I've got the board at the moment, but he's got 6 mana over there. He's got a Sandstorm Verge. He's going to be making at least 1 dude a turn for free, and that's really all he has to do. Is he just has to clog the board, and Brimstone Roundup and Prickly Pear combined are going to do that. I need to gain some life, so we're going to do that. And is Clear Shot an instant? Yes, that's actually really good for us. So that's going to be really good. So his next attack, you'll have to overreach a little bit. He's going to want to do that because I'm at such low life. He wants to put that pressure on. But I'll be able to manage that next attack pretty well. So more than likely what I'm going to try to do here is get a situation where I block something, maybe get him to overextend, and then Clear Shot. Because like right now, we have to deal with the townsfolk, I think, more than anything at the moment, because I think we can handle the Airings. Yeah, I think if he attacks there, what do we do? Ooh, that hurts a little bit. Shoot. Okay, I got it. Gonna go here, and though I don't like it, that townsfolk is gonna get super huge. There's just nothing we can do. Let's tap us down there. I'll kill the big guy, the little guy, and he just gets a giant vengeful townsfolk. So he got to hit me for 2, but the big thing, the big win for him is that his townsfolk just got bigger. Ah, this is great for us. So we're drawing a ton of cards. Da. So now what I want is I want a situation where I can make this super useful. I don't have it. It's probably just going to be a one shot to get something back that dies. So what will probably kill me here is attacking when it's not a good idea. Do these things have haste? They always have haste. Gosh darn it. That means I really can't afford to attack. Sitting here at 5 life, it's just not gonna be doable. We're looking at Fibblethip to save us here, and I think it's like one of the few things that can. I want to get Duelist in the Mind out, I want to get Dust Animus out. I mean, we're just at a point here where he, because of townsfolk, he can just come at me and come at me and come at me. Especially because he's getting more things every turn. So he's tapping that down. Okay. We're going to double block here just so we soak up that trample. And we're going to get rid of Prickly Pear. We just can't afford to take any more damage. So we're going to see what Fibblethip shows us from the top. Hopefully it's something that will affect the board in some way. We'll also wait and think it through when we draw our card too. See, he's just putting the pressure on, Thunder Lasso is actually doing good work for him. That's one of the few times I've actually seen that card do really well. Take the Fall is going to be a nice surprise for the opponent. And there we go, we got a Plains. So we're going to return, so how much is this? That costs us 5 mana. Ugh. Did we cast a spell? Can we leave a... Yeah, we can leave a island in the form of Oasis Gardener. So that's going to be nice. He's going to probably go to tap it. Maybe not, though. He's probably going to go to tap it, and then I can just use that mana to take the fall, like Vengeful Townsfolk or something. We'll go ahead and play this mana. This is nice that we can plot it. We don't want to plot it here, though. Can you only cast plot as sorcery? That's awkward. I feel like you can only cast plot as sorcery. Maybe I'm wrong. I just can't think of a time when I've ever cast an instant with plot. So what are we doing here? Well, he gets to kill Fibblethip. That's just something we gotta look with. He did get us one card, so it's just that it didn't cost him a card to take care of him, so he still kind of wins on that exchange. He's to the point here where he just attacks with his tokens, I think, and does a good job. Wins the game. This is a little haste, okay. This is a thing that I really like. He's going to try to put all his damage onto one guy, which is kind of good for me here, because I've got to take the fall as my answer. For 2 turns, too. I need a fight spell. I need something to take out that townsfolk. Okay, so I wish we could shrink this and block it, but we really can't. We need to mitigate the damage. So we're gonna, whoops. So we are gonna go ahead and stick our gardener in front of this guy, and we can actually stick our loan shark in front of this guy, and then I can take the fall on the townsfolk. So I do have to give him my guy for his thing that was free, but I take no damage. I grow his thing in a scary way, but now I get to Primal Might, and that's a sorcery, so we are going to do it. And we don't have enough mana to like win the game or anything. 8, so we can swing for 15, but that's not going to be enough. So I wonder though. I wonder if we should. Like swing for 14 and then pass the turn with take the fall up. He's getting a haste creature for sure. No, I just can't. I don't think I win this game no matter what, but we're going to play to our outs as best we can. And right now, take the fall is our out, trying to get up to like Duelist of the Mind or something. He's just getting us on attrition. And that's what you pretty much do with a card like Outlaw's Merriment. Is you just turn those cards sideways as much as you can. Oh god. What? I just got burned out with the craziest spell. Okay, 5 times X, so 5 damage. There we go. Right to the dome. Oh, I didn't see that one coming. That's a mythic, I think. And it's on from the bonus sheet too, so yeah, there's just no way I was ever going to predict that. So that was a really good deck from the opponent. Like, I like that. I like that one a lot. I don't actually feel that my deck has underperformed. I've been able to do all the things with this deck. I just haven't won. Sometimes that just happens. Thing you got to keep in mind about Magic is that it's a game. You know, you can have the best things. I'm not saying this is one of those decks where I have all the best things, but you can have a deck that has all the best things and you can lose just because you don't get your lands. Your opponent just does better for whatever reason. There is a little bit of randomness in this game. It's almost like if we were just throwing dice at each other and, you know, playing craps or something. Sometimes your opponent's going to crap out when you're going to crap out when your opponent just rolls sevens the whole time. I think that's how craps works. It's like sevens are good most of the time, except for a certain point. Almost like hitting doubles for the third time in Monopoly where you go to jail. Alright, that's a card I like to see, typically, because it's not very good. But there's a black-red deck that really likes it, so black-green is a good thing to pair this kind of thing with, too. It's going to have some sort of fodder-style deck. Don't like that this is my first guy out, but cool thing about it is I do get the card anytime it deals combat damage. It just gets the unblockable clause if I'm able to commit a crime. So right now I have no ability to commit a crime, but Servant of the Stinger is going to stop my attacking. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to just block. Probably going to take some stinger damage. That's okay. Don't like it if he gets to get a card, but that's just what we have to deal with if that's what's going to happen. So he didn't kill my brigand, but he did activate the ability of the stinger, and he also got to get an extra attack. I don't like this play on his block. If he doesn't have a 2-drop, he's just given me a card. Now he has gotten to tutor, so it's like this thing of like, is my random card going to be better than the card that he searches up that's perfect for the situation? I don't know until he plays it. We'll see. Like, he could have gotten another like Desert Stew here and just kill my brigand, and while that's not exciting, it does the job for me. He already had a Desert Stew, so not bad. So, because of this board state, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop a second Loan Shark and pass. I can take a point of damage. He probably, like, I don't know of anything in this combination of colors that has haste that I need to be worried about. So I can take a point of damage. Honest Road Stain, very good. He gets back a Servant of the Stinger. That's pretty cool. And he can cast it because of the cost reduction from a Road Stain. That's really good. So, not maximum value here. Actually, yeah. Not maximum value, but we're going to make a shark. A shark. Draw a card. Shark. Another shark. Draw a card. So we're just doing all the loans, and then we'll go ahead and plot this guy, because we plot him. He comes out as a 4/5 flying lifelink, and that stabilizes this board, I think. He's got to do a lot of work to get ahead here. I can even block Servant of the Stinger and not be concerned, because both of my loan shark, 2 of my loan sharks got me a card. That sucks. But I still think that I would block there. What's in my graveyard? No, Noble Brigand. I can get him back. But I think I want to see what happens with... He's gonna have something to kill Dust Animus. But I also have something to protect Dust Animus. I have something to reanimate Dust Animus. So the fact that these all have Death Touch counters means that I ain't attacking on the ground anytime soon. Matter of fact, he could probably attack with these guys, and I would just let him through. Like, I would have at least attacked with one of them. They're pretty potent defenders, but I just don't look at this board and go, oh, this guy's going to be attacking with his loan sharks. Nah, it's not what's going to happen. 4 cards, that's pretty good. So he's digging for stuff. 2 creature or land cards. He got nothing. He got lands, I think. Not exactly nothing, but not what he was going for, I don't think. But he got a nice surveil off of that, and he got to something he got closer to something better, so it wasn't terrible. But his big thing is he's got to figure out some way to deal with this Dust Animus, or it's going to be game over. So doesn't have vigilance or anything, but it does get me some life back. Is it worth reanimating? No, I don't think. This is not the board where, at least not at the moment, it's worth reanimating the Nimble Brigand. One Last Job was made less effective by me getting rid of my mounts. It's only ever going to be a 5-mana Raise Dead, but I have good enough targets for it, I think, in this deck. Just Dust Animus alone, I think, is a decent possible target. Although it's hard to get the mana right to make that really beneficial. So we can Black Red Stain all day, fine with that. But we don't really particularly care about the 1 damage we're going to take from the Link Breaker. I don't like that he's got great blockers here for Dust Animus. That's the problem. But he's got Great Gambit going. What's he? Oh, this is one of the benefits for Great Gambit and Nezumi Link Breaker specifically, is that you're going to get a long time for Great Gambit to do its thing. That's actually pretty cool, really. So let's see, I could Rope Master and then Loan Shark to draw, like a One Last Job loan. No, I don't have enough mana to make that work. Shoot. So this is a point where I wonder if I should be attacking with the Loan Shark. Basically what I need to do is I need to figure out the way to have him have less game pieces on the board. But I gotta do it without costing myself too much. I think a Loan Shark 3/4 is okay to lose here, because I am still gonna make a 4/4 Rope Master. It's basically gonna replace it as a defender. He gets to kill my guy, and he's glad to make that exchange, but I still have somewhat critical mass on the board. My stuff is better than his stuff, and he's not in a state where these tokens really matter. I mean, he's totally fine with sacrificing them endlessly to Greed's Gambit, but he is losing 2 life a turn just by having this Gambit on the table, and that's probably how I'm going to try to win. It's tough because he got to refuel. But I think I just outlast, and one of the ways to do that was to get rid of his weird Death Touch shield. Okay, he's gonna get, I think he went for the return 2 mode. If he gets to Link Breaker, oh, he's gonna get a Red Stain for sure. So it's a Red Stain and a Link Breaker, I think. That's pretty good. He's got to have something in his deck that just really tilts the balance in his favor in order for this game to go. I think it's very likely that he's got that. Ooh, that's one of the things that I'm scared of. He's gonna be able to consistently grow like a bat. That'll be real good. It's too bad that these get to deal 6 damage on the block. This is one of those situations where trash the town would be nuts. Primal Might would be really good here. Alright, yeah, we're fine with doing this. Just gotta make sure that we leave a forest open. We'll go ahead and get our lush oasis. And let's go ahead and send a lone shark over. Looking to try and just remove the servant of the stinger from the equation. Interesting. No, it's not worth protecting that. We want to protect the Dust Animus or the big 1010 with our Snakeskin Veil. It's nice because I do think that that gives us the answer for how to deal with Tumblewig, but it's not going to go forever. Greed's Gambit is really the thing. That puts the opponent on a really solid clock. He's got the kind of deck that's going to do well with it, but I think he needs more time than he has for this particular line to actually lead where it needs to go. Because Ornery Tumblewig does need to attack while saddled. That's very hard to do on this board. Unless he's able to remove this, and that's why I wanted to keep the Snakeskin Veil, because he's going to have to draw a lot more cards to be able to deal with this. I think I'd be willing to block here too with the Rope Master if he does attack. I wonder... Okay, we don't want Nimble Brigand, at least not right now. Being able to one last job Nimble Brigand seems like it might be a thing at some point. Ooh, that hurts that he didn't get to cast his Badlands Revival. That was one of his ways to stay sort of ahead. Clear Shot. Clear Shot's really powerful right here. So we'll go ahead and plot our Clear Shot. We're still up for Snakeskin Veil. I'm pretty sure that has cinched it for us. I don't know what they can do. Like, with 10 cards left, he's got something. Something that's going to be worthwhile, but I don't know if it's a game winner or not. I just can't imagine it would be. At knife point's fine. That gives this guy first strike, which means it's basically unblockable now. But he needs more than that. So I think what I'm going to do is... I was originally thinking that I needed to kill the Tumblewig. But I think actually, if I Clear Shot one of the bats, then I'll just start gaining so much life while he's losing life and things and pieces, game pieces, that it's going to be fine. So I think this could be this is one of those moments where I might be tossing this out the game, but I'm thinking that putting myself out of range is going to be enough, and I can just plot a bunch of things. I just need to make sure that I keep green mana to protect Dust Animus, and I think we're good. We can pretty much afford to take any amount of damage. be kind of scary, but on this board it's just not. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, 10 damage is a big deal when you've got less than 20 life remaining, but once you're able to perpetually gain 4 or more life a turn, like, it's not really gonna be that big of a deal. Alright, so this is good. Don't like that we've already got 2 losses, but see what we can do. Hopefully we can get to the point here to where we can get into another draft. So, you know, getting 3 or 4 wins is where we'd like to be. I mean, you always want to have 7, really, but it just doesn't always happen. Don't like this hand at all. We've got a 21% chance to draw a forest, which is 1 in 3. Getting to go first and needing to do it by turn 2 increases our odds a little bit. You know, I think I'm going to keep it. Yeah, I'm going to keep it. I'll just be very sad if it loses. The reason is because we can cycle take the fall. It's not ideal, but it is a thing we can do. We also have Jailbreak Scheme, which we can cast on 3. So if we do face some scary early aggression, we can at least slow them down. And here we go. If we draw 1 more land, we're actually in this game still. There we go, we're in the game. So flying loan shark. This has to be one of the weirdest matches I've played, where nothing has happened. This is very bizarre. Oh, we got a Wrangler of the Dam deck. That's interesting. So Dust Animus only gets his counters if I've got 5 or more untapped lands. That could be real cool if I draw a land right here, because I'll get to do that. And then I can draw a card with the Loan Shark, but he's got to have, like, a counter or something of that nature. Alright. Well, that's my best play. If you just have a hard counter, then it's done. Making me pay for it too would be okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what it had to be, right? Now, does this count? I did cast a spell. Yeah, okay. Cool. Wasn't 100% sure. Okay. Okay. I will do that as soon as I can. Not terrible here. Yeah, why not? And then we've got Take the Fall. I didn't realize that Wrangler of the Dam herself didn't have flying. That makes that so infinitely less a good card. This deck looks like it uses Wrangler of the Dam well, though, from what I can tell so far, but that's a card that, in my mind, missed big time. So we don't need to take the fall here. Alright, this is cool here. 1 mana of any color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We go ahead and bounce a token. gain a life. Anything we can do to lower the effectiveness of this guy's Wrangler of the Damned is good. And having him lose these things. Oh, I should have done the Hard Bristle Bandit. Well, you know what? I can go ahead and, because I can probably, yeah, I can go for a Primal Might on the Wrangler too. Yeah, I think I should. If he counters it, he counters it. Yeah, okay. That's cool. I knew he probably had it. But we're not sad about that. Oh my god, second Wrangler? Oh, he's gonna be making some spirits. So he's got a control deck, like permission deck basically is probably what he tried to build. So this is a deck that no one else would ever try to build, I think. So that actually may make it pretty good. I don't know. Jump theme is a sorcery. So let's go ahead and 6 mana is what that costs. So we'll do this. Do this. 3, 4, 5, 6. Read the scheme. I think I'm actually going to go there. And here. Yeah. You get to untap Hard Bristle Bandit, which I don't know matters that much here. The idea here. Oh, another Hindering Light. Oh my gosh. That's not bad, dude. Like, it's not bad at all. He's gonna kill me with spirits. So we're just doing a test here, hoping that he blocks with 2 spirits. He's probably got his own Take the Falls. It's okay if he does. I mean, I gotta do something. And, yeah, I gotta do something. Okay. There. Cast another Hindering Light. Do it. Oh, you're out of Hindering Lights? Ooh. Yikes. Well, do we still have Death Animus? No, it's already gone. We need to reanimate it. And he's making more? No, every time he casts a spell he doesn't get to make... I think he wanted to just make more spirits here. Could be wrong. Inventive Wingsmith, that's an interesting card. Okay, so, what do we do? So, what? Roadmaster. Gonna get rid of one of those spirits. Go ahead and gain a life. Why not? Paw. Then we still have 4 mana for a Loan Shark. I would like to clear shot there, but I think drawing the card was more important. We can't attack. We're just clogging up the board. The only damage we want to take is from these little flyers. Cornucopia is helping us out a little bit here. Alright, well, this game did have a chance of being won until that happened. I'm pretty sure now we're on the deck plan. Try to figure out some way to deck our opponent. Yeah. Alright, clear shot. We can go ahead and clear shot the Bonnie Paul. We'll use the Hard Bristle. Whoa, 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 whoa. We'll use the Hard Bristle Bandit. We're going to clear shot with Rope Master on Bonnie Paul. That 10-10's still a big problem. We need to get answers. We still have mana up for a Snakeskin Veil this way. We do have an attack. No, we don't, because there's an 11-11 on there. So the board. We can block spirits. We can't block an 11-11 forever. Do we have enough to block it once, though? Yeah, we have enough to block it once. And we only give up 2 game pieces for it, so I think we do go ahead and dogpile on the 11-11. Because then we're dealing 11 total. So if he has any pump... Now, here's where Take the Shield really just wrecks us. Although... Ooh, it really wrecks us because it does kill all of our guys. But we gotta just take that chance. We gotta take that chance because on 11-11, it's just gonna beat us no matter what. Okay, thank goodness it wasn't Take Up the Shield. Also, thank goodness that they didn't get to put a flying counter on it. That would have actually been really good there. Oh wait. Oh yeah, he's the only one that gets the flying counter. For some reason I thought he could put it wherever he wanted. We're still in a bad way here. Do we have any way to commit a crime right now? That would be really super useful if we did. So I'm going to be playing all of my land? No, I'm not. When I do commit a crime, I want Duelist of the Mind to do its thing, so we want to have one card that we can ditch for that purpose when we need to. We're still in the game here of losing to a big army of spirits. Ugh. More bad news. So we're gonna postpone our attack. That's what he's gonna do. That makes sense. So, don't like it, but I think the right thing to do is to double spell. I need answers. Worth it, but next turn might make it a thing. I'm not in dire need of that life, and the mana doesn't do anything, and the 2/2 on the board doesn't really affect it. If I gained a life from it, maybe, but no, I don't gain a life, an extra life. I mean, from Cornucopia. Too bad I couldn't even attack. So we are fully, I think, on the decking plan. We need to maintain against this opponent. Golly, we can't even block that. Well, yeah, we can. What keeps me from doing that? If he's got a trick, he's got a trick. Yeah, he's just gonna draw extra cards, make lots of spirits. Ugh. Well, now we can go ahead and play this guy just to pad our life total a little bit. No attacks. Drop that forest. Our outs. Repulse would be nice. One last job maybe to get the dust animus. That would actually be pretty big. One last job for the dust animus. That just makes his math really difficult. I still think getting an attack with a horde of spirits does the job. Is he gonna send out the whole team? Yeah, why not? He's not standing to lose anything. So, I mean, I think we just do the easy blocks. We can still block for damage here. We take 5, 15. Yeah, well, good game. That's the first time I've had that happen. Well, that was a cool deck. You get, I think, that particular drafter, like that kind of deck only comes together if you force it, and then if certain things go your way. Like he had to have a lot of high rarity cards for that to actually do that, like that. So that I would say that's proof that there is a deck like that exists, but because it depends on rares and uncommons and things, I just don't think it's going to happen very often. But that was cool. I did enjoy getting to play against that. I wish I'd gotten a little bit more on the gem front, but here's the thing: we're pretty close to getting to our quick draft for free, so we'll take that and run with it. It is time to do an update, so we're calling it quits for now. Thanks for joining, and have a great day.